Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Food shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I've told you guys many times about food shopping. I've given you guys little tips and tricks that I use when I go food shopping. And in this video, I'm going to just talk to you guys real quickly about how I go food shopping, guys, right? So, typically, me and my family, we go food shopping, every once a week or so, every week and a half or so, whatever it is. Sometimes we'll do a small food shopping every week and do a big one every couple of weeks or whatever. But when we go food shopping, we go to a regular, place. I go to ShopRite, guys, and I go food shopping, right? But there's a couple of key things that I think about when I go food shopping, all right? Number one, always reading food labels, all right, guys? Always read food labels. I've told you guys about this in the past, right? I've made several videos about reading food labels and what you should look for on these food labels. But think about reading the food labels. I've told you guys, my wife hates when I go food shopping with her because I'm taking forever. Anytime I see a new item or I'm comparing items and I'm reading food labels or I see something I might want to try and I want to read about it and see what's in it and read the ingredients and all these things, it takes a little bit of extra time. Sometimes you got to take an extra 20, 25 minutes or whatever it is during your time that you go food shopping just to look at something like the food labels and really pay attention to what you're buying. All right, because a lot of times we don't even pay attention to what we're buying and we don't even realize what's inside these items. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just take a little bit of extra time. Read the food labels. It goes a long way. It's a lot more important than you think. It might help you make an informed decision about, a product that you normally buy. Maybe you won't buy that product from now on. All right, so that's number one. Think about reading the food labels, all right? Number two, another thing that I like to think about, or I'm always thinking about when I go food shopping, is how often I've bought something. How frequently I'm buying something. This is specifically pertains to things like snacks, right? Listen, guys, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect, all right? And I never claim to be perfect. So yes, we all have snacks. We all have, desserts and, we all have these quote unquote cheat meals and things like that, right? I'm no better than you guys, all right, man? So yes, sometimes I'll have a snack, sometimes I buy something that's not necessarily quote unquote healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because we all deserve a treat and we all need to live, right? We all need to live, man. Because it's not about being perfect, guys. However, when I think about my snacking and I'm talking about how often I buy something, that's the key right there, guys, right? I've told you, it's the frequency, it's the consistency of when we're eating these snacks. So if there's something that I like to buy, I always give you guys the same example. I talk about this Entenmann's crumb cake. I used to love this Entenmann's crumb cake, right? It was so good, but I would eat the whole thing in like one night. It wouldn't last more than a couple of nights in my home. I would eat it quickly and I would feel terrible afterwards, just terrible. So what did I started to do? What I started to do was, if I bought the Entenmann's crumb cake one time when I went food shopping, the next time I went food shopping, I wouldn't buy that. And then the next time I went food shopping, I probably would think about not buying it again. And then maybe I would do it on the third time I went food shopping, right? That's how you have to think about things sometimes, especially when it comes to your snacks, your desserts, your things like that, right? Think about how frequently you're doing these things and think about breaking it up. So if you buy, these your favorite cookies, right? And you bought them this week, the next time you go food shopping, whenever that is, don't buy them again. Don't buy them, right? Walk past that aisle, skip over it, and then wait a week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. And then the next time you go, then maybe think about getting them, right? That'll help you, because then what happens is after you have that week or 2 weeks without it, then all of a sudden you might just walk past the aisle without even realizing you're doing it, guys. I'm telling you it happens, guys. You'll see what I'm saying if you try that idea. So that's number two, right? And the third thing that I try to think about when I go food shopping is I try to think about trying new things, right? That's the problem for a lot of people also in society when it comes to our diet, when it comes to nutrition. We don't want to try new things. Sometimes we think something's going to taste bad just because we think it's going to taste bad, so we don't want to try it. Sometimes things look like they taste bad. Sometimes things smell like they taste bad, whatever it is. Think about broadening your horizons, ladies and gentlemen. Trying new foods, trying new things, new spices. Like I told you, you might never know. My daughter, who's 12 years old, she put me onto a spice that I didn't even know about, that she learned about on TikTok. That's what she learned about this spice, and she told me about it. I started using this spice on my food when I saute my vegetables. It's amazing, guys. So don't be afraid to try new things. Think about, when going down aisles you don't normally go down. Maybe you avoid these certain aisles. Maybe you don't like health food and you avoid health food completely. Think about walking down these aisles. Expand your horizons, ladies and gentlemen. Try new things. Don't put yourself in a little box, right? Get out of that box. Break free. There are so many healthy things that taste really good. You know what I'm talking about, guys. You can try these things. They might taste amazing to you. I told you the story, guys, about how I never tried avocados. Never tried them. They looked disgusting to me. The consistency, none of that stuff was appealing to me. And I avoided avocados. And then, one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try an avocado. I'm going to give this a try, man. People are talking about the health benefits. Why not? What do I have to lose? It's health. If I like it, then it's just nothing else to add, into my diet. So I tried it one day and I mixed it with some stuff, and I loved it, guys. It ended up being like, I was like, wow, I should have been eating this for years, So think about that way. Those are the three things, right, guys, that you have to think about when you go food shopping, right? Right? So I'm talking about trying new things, right? I'm talking about, avoiding how frequently that we buy some of our snacks and things like that, right? Think about how often you're buying these things and try to skip it, right? It's very, very important and stuff, And, I talk about all these things, guys, and, like I said, it's just think about it, guys. When you're out there food shopping, be conscious, right? And reading food labels, right? That should be a big, big thing for you guys. Reading food labels. I cannot stress this enough. Ladies and gentlemen, think about reading food labels, right? Look at how many ingredients are and compare these products so that you know. All right, guys, I hope this information was good. I hope it helped you guys out, man. Thanks for watching, man. I'll see you guys.